Hello, we're back and we're going to jump straight into some pre-season friendlies. So here we go, we're playing the Colombian side Tolima. As you can see, we've got our full strength squad out, so hopefully they can do a job. Obviously, that's not really what pre-season's about, but we always want our teams to win. I'm going to sim through the pre-season because for me, pre-season's all about picking your first 11, seeing who can do what, and I know what these boys are going to do. I know who I want to play where, and if they play shit, then I'll sub them out during the season. So I'm not too worried about playing these three pre-season friendlies. I just want to get them out of the way and get straight into the season. So, we were 1-0 down, which isn't a great start, and it looks like we've lost that one, which is fine. Colombian Premier League side, we can take that. So now we're just going to go straight ahead into the second game against Sabadell, or whatever it is, from Spain, the second division in Spain. I don't think they're too good, but again, as you can see, I've swapped the team around a bit, and we're playing some youth and more experienced players that aren't going to be involved too much. Obviously, Gray, Riley, Mullins, Robinson, the keeper Townsend, who we've put up for loan. And again, it looks like a boring game, but we're losing 1-0. We've scored. Michael Keane there, making his unofficial debut for Birmingham. And it looks like it's going to end 1-1. That's a good result. Away from home, we can take that. And we're just going to jump straight back in now and finish this final pre-season friendly against Vitória something beginning with G. They're from Portugal. They're in the top division. So actually this is going to be a tricky game, but we've gone again for a bit of a mixed side. Colin Doyling gone. We scored early on. Chris Burke scoring. And Neil Erdley's been sent off, which is always good. He seems to be quite good at that. So hopefully we can hold on. It'd be a great result if we could hold on to this at 1-0. Oh, or not. But still, 1-1. We're going to hold on. We are. So that's 1-1 against the top division Portuguese side with 10 men. We can take that. That's a good result. And then very quickly, before the start of the season, we got a transfer offer for Ollie Lee, who, of course, last time I transfer listed. So we're just going to go ahead and accept this. Because, to be honest, £80,000, he's got 12 months left on his contract. We don't really want him. He's never going to be used. We've got too many of that position. So we'll let him go to Carlisle. Good for both parties there. And he gets us off the wage bill, which can be spent elsewhere, which is good. So we are now just going to go straight into the game against Southend. And as you can see there, I've got a bit of a mixed side, quite similar to the one that played against Vitória. Neil Erdley has kept his place, if you read that last bit with him, the conversation, and hopefully he can do a job for us. I'm just going to go straight into the action here. In the first 7 minutes, Chris Burke went through on goal, and he's going to score. He's going to score. No, he's not. That could be a sign of things to come. Well, I know what's coming, but you never know. So, again, we continued our dominance down the left-hand side with Hancock's playing in Riley, the two youngsters. He turned the two men beautifully there inside. All the world. And the keeper has stuck out a leg like a prostitute and kept it out. Fair play to him. Look at this. Look at that leg. It's like Tim Krul at the weekend, that was. But we got a corner. Can we make anything from the corner? No, he missed the header and fell over, which is good. But it came out to Neil Erdley, who should have passed it, but shot, and it was tame with the new physics on FIFA. Obviously, leaning backwards, it was never going to get anywhere. But Southend weren't without their chances. Late on in the half, they had a couple. This is the first one where they crossed the ball into the back post. Well, it eventually made its way to the back post, and he headed it wide. Don't think that was ever going to trouble the keeper, really. And then with 5 minutes injury time, they again got the ball back after some terrible passing from me and crossed the ball in. And the keeper decided to punch it over his own crossbar. Why he didn't catch it, who knows? But still, from the resulting corner, bad time to concede. We didn't. We managed to tackle it and clear it. And that was half time. So pretty action-packed first half, if you ask me. A couple of chances for both sides. We definitely should have taken the lead with some of these chances we had. But we'll have to use them, push on in the second half, and see what we can do. There's a few of the other scores for you there if you're interested. Doesn't look like any of particular note down there, does there? That's a particular shock. Is there any? Not really. Swindon drawing with Port Vale. But anyway, we'll get straight back in to the second half and see what we can do. in terms of getting a good result. So Southend started with probably the best chance of the game, if you ask me, and hit it wide. I'm not really sure what's going on with the defenders there. And then in the 79th minute, this happened. And actually, arguably, this is the best chance of the game. Scott Allen outmuscles him and smashes it wide. I thought I'd done everything right there, gone across the keeper like you're taught to, but he's missed. And then just as we were about to go through on goal, the referee blew the whistle. After a boring second half, that ended 0-0 and obviously went to extra time. When this happened, obviously Lee Novak on as a sub, literally had time to sit down, have a picnic, have a chat with the keeper, tell him what he was going to do, and then do the opposite, and he missed. But then that was pretty much it till the end of the game. We had that chance, but Hayden Mullins, look at him, he's absolutely knackered. Was never going to get on the end of that. So that was that, and obviously now on to penalties, which is not the best way to start the season, and we're just going to jump straight in and watch these now. Obviously, Southend, it is capable of scoring this game, so they went 1-0 up. Lee Novak, after missing that chance at the end of the game, scores very nicely. And then Southend back up again. I always seem to send my keeper bottom left. It just seems to be tradition. It's served me well in the past, and it wasn't going to change for the first few penalties at least. Chris Burke stepped up, and he scored. Again, nice penalty, bottom left. Pretty much because that seems to be where I do everything, but where am I going to send him this time? You guessed it. But at this point, I was starting to notice a bit of a pattern in their penalties in terms of going straight down the middle and to the right. Neil Eardley there, good finish. There's always the danger of losing on penalties. When it comes down to penalties, it doesn't really matter what league you're in. If you can score and the other team can't from the penalty spot, you're going to win. So again, there I went right, trying to guess between their pattern, and it didn't work. They went straight down the middle. So I was confident if I scored this, which I did, that I knew where the next penalty was going to go. Judging by their past patterns, lo and behold, I was right, and Colin Doyle saves it. He looks happy. Well, he doesn't, but the keeper did. And Joe Kinnear's favourite Birmingham player steps up and slots it home. And they celebrate like they've won the World Cup. Just watch them celebrate this like it's the final even. But they've just beaten Southend on penalties when actually they should have done it in the 90. Look at Colin Doyle. He literally has just won the World Cup in his mind. But there we go. There's some of the fixtures. But until next time, when we start the actual championship season. Thanks for watching.